All right, y'all, let's get into it. Candace Owens reacts to Black Lives Matter response to her documentary. Let's go. What is good, y'all? It's your girl, Queen Berry, coming to y'all with yet another Candace Owens reaction. This is the Black Lives response to her documentary, which she dropped a few days ago. I believe it was on the 12th, y'all. If you haven't checked it out already, I did drop it on my channel. Go check it out. I like to say this before we even get into it. I know she probably is getting a lot of backlash and stuff after this documentary has been dropped, but she does what she does best, bringing the receipts and so detailed in this documentary. It was an eye-opener for me, and probably an eye-opener for a lot of other people who still, didn't understand the whole scam behind the Black Lives Matter, y'all. It was really good to check out. If you haven't checked it out already, go check it out. Yeah, and it was brought to my attention when I first discovered about the Black Lives Matter scam was when I was literally reacting to a Tom McDonald song, and he had mentioned something about he wouldn't, donate any of his funds in that nature to Black Lives Matter, which made me want to research more and find out what was going on. And that's when I was brought to Candace Owens' page, and she, gave her insight on it and a breakdown of it, and she kept stating that she was going to be dropping a documentary really soon on it, and it finally dropped, and it was just something to watch and see. And yo, it gave me chills. She did a phenomenal job. Everybody that was behind this documentary did a great job of putting it together and getting the message out there. So yeah, we about to dive into, because I would definitely like to see, like, what she has been experiencing since the documentary has dropped. So appreciate y'all for tuning in, kicking it with your girl. If you're coming back to my channel, welcome back. Thank y'all for the love and support as I continue this journey to expand my knowledge and learning and finding out the truth. Also researching on my own, something that if you're new to, like y'all state into the comment section and learning, research for yourself. Get your pen and paper, write it down. If you don't know these names and stuff, take time out your day to really look at this up. Don't just go off my channel and me and what I'm saying. Do it for yourself, okay? And for those who are new to my channel, welcome, y'all. And that's it. We about to dive into this video because I'm just anxious and dying to see what Candace has been going through since she's dropped it. Let's get into the video.
All right, guys, it's time for some questions. First up, Candace, what is your response to Black Lives Matter's tweets about your documentary? Here are the tweets. They read, "Today or someday soon, Candace Owens will release a purported documentary that will attempt to further divide Black people and uplift white supremacy. We will continue investing our community to turn the moral tide of the world against policing, jails, prisons, and violence. We will continue to ensure the narratives around the globe are as abolitionist and Black as possible. And we will continue to create structures that allow for the fullness of Black joy to be experienced." I love that so much. I mean, this just is exactly what I wanted. I put pressure on them. They gave a statement. What the statement actually worked to do was to fire people even more up about the documentary, because they realized that BLM was scared, that Patrice is in hiding. She's deleted all of her socials. They're coming out to preempt people. We don't care what Candace says in this so-called documentary.
But why hiding, though? That's what I don't get. Why hiding? Well, we know now that I watched, the Black Lives Matter documentary, but shouldn't you be able now to take what you've done and know that you did it and own up to, that's the thing, own up to what you did. Own up to what you did. You go into hide and just sums it all up for the rest of the world to see.
They realized that BLM was scared, that Patrice is in hiding. She's deleted all of her socials. They're coming out to preempt people. We don't care what Candace says in this so-called documentary. We're still going to do what we do best, which is scam people, which my documentary proved. It has nothing to do with Black America at all. We were just their plot line so they could line their own pockets and so they could ruin Black American communities. And every single person that watches the documentary.
Which, by the way, if you haven't seen it, and I'm going to let y'all see it for yourself, but, yo, it was, like, so sad for me to know where all this money went through. And I forgot the CEO on there of the company, but he stated that BLM stand for buying lavish mansions. But it saddened my heart to know that in the end, Candace was the one that, paid the rent. Not only that, but got a car that was towed, that was sitting there for the little stuff. And to know that none of that money, not one dime, not once, nothing, went to the families that have suffered, that cannot get their families back. Nothing into a community, a black community, that is, nothing towards that way at all. All that money, and nothing towards what it was supposed to be going towards. Let's get back into it.
Black America at all. We were just their plot line, so they could line their own pockets, and so they could ruin Black American communities. And every single person that watches the documentary will understand that. So please, Black Lives Matter, feel free to continue the free promotion of this amazing documentary. I love it. I love it. It is exactly, as I said, what we were seeking to accomplish. Next question. Do you talk much about your Caribbean roots? We know about your grandfather being an amazing man working as a sharecropper. What about your island family? Care to share? Do you visit them often? Actually, the last trip that my grandfather and I did when he was alive was last year, and the entire family went to St. Thomas, and we rented a house and got to spend that last time with him. I do talk a lot about my Caribbean roots. I guess I could talk more about it. I definitely spoke about it in my book because my grandparents had such an amazing impact on my life. My grandmother is from St. Thomas, and in fact, it's so funny that people are so stupid that online, one of the themes against me is Candace isn't even Black American. She's from the Caribbean. It's like, no, I have one grandparent that is from the Caribbean, and I have one grandparent that's from a sharecropping farm in the South. So it's just utterly stupid to suggest that I'm not Black American when I am American. I was born in this country. But yeah, I actually, and this is a fact, Caribbean Americans are a more successful group of people. So I think that it must be my Caribbean roots that compels me not to accept narratives that are given to me by the media. I really do believe that there's something about Caribbeans that we're less inclined to believe a lot of the lies, and that's also true of true African Americans, not Black Americans, but African Americans. When we have immigrants, they're an incredibly successful group. Caribbean Americans and true African Americans are successful when they come here. And that is because maybe we just perceive this to be a land of opportunity, and we don't allow these oppression narratives to work on us. So I have a lot of Caribbean pride, and I also think Rihanna's a vibe. Just wanted to say that. I think Nicki Minaj is a vibe.
Let's go.
And just wanted to say that.
Name them out,
Caribbean
Candace.
girls, unite.
Let's go.
Next, can you please elaborate on why you do not use MAC products? What products of MAC did you use, and what did they do? I use MAC, and I have found it burns my face. Looking for alternatives. Love you. From your biggest fan in Australia, Brie. I should elaborate on this. In fact, I should probably elaborate on this in front of the paywall, because you know how girls are with their skin. And it is very important that we share the truth about products that are burning our skin. It was specifically the MAC Studio Fix Fluid. It gave me cystic acne, and then when it gave me cystic acne, I didn't know what it was. And actually, my assistant at the time was like, she picked it up out of my thing after months of me like being so frustrated about the cystic acne. She said, "You're not using this, are you?" And I said, "Yeah, I am." And she said, "This is known to give you cystic acne." And then I went on YouTube and I found so many other people talking about how their Studio Fix Fluid had given them all of these breakouts. So I was horrified. I stopped using it, and my acne corrected within a few months. But it is the devil. MAC Studio Fix Fluid is the devil. I honestly should do product reviews on my Instagram in the way that Bethany Frankel is doing hers, where she just uses products and is like, this is horrible, this is great. Because people need to know, because marketing in general can be such a lie, and people just want to make a quick buck. But when it comes to your skin, it is a sin to be lied to. Like, it really is. Like, people that lie about skin products and force people to buy them or encourage people to buy it, and then it inspires like acne, like cystic acne. There's a special place in hell for people like that. What I use on my skin today, I do like NARS products, so that's what I use on my personal, like when I'm traveling, when I get my makeup done by my makeup artist. She actually just this week started using Lady Gaga's new brand. I don't even know what it's called, but it works really well on my skin. I haven't had a breakout, so that's what I will share with you. I could talk about beauty products all day, but I know that there's a lot of men that are watching this that could not be less interested, so I'm gonna stop. right there. Thank you for joining me today. Come back tomorrow
love
for
it.
an all new episode. I will see you then.
All right, Candace girl, I'll see you. All right, y'all. So I hope y'all got what y'all needed to get out this video. She gave us makeup girl tips. She gave us, how she, how they're responding to her documentary right now. They're not really liking it. Some people have went into hiding. She gave us all, the daily tips that we need. So I appreciate y'all for tuning in. I hope y'all got what y'all needed to get out of this. Again, if you have not watched the documentary, go check it out, y'all. I promise you, you won't be disappointed. I know with her putting this out, it's going to be love and hate, because, it's just the world we live in. Sad, but hey, it was eye-opener to me. Like I said, there was a lot of stuff that I found out that I did not know, a lot of stuff that the media kept out that I did not know, and she was able to actually go in and talk to a lot of great people that were able to give their back ends of their stories and actually show footage of what they were talking about. It's amazing. I want to let y'all know that majority of the documentary that I have on my channel is definitely up. I had to edit mine due to, copyright issues and everything that comes with it. But majority of what I have on my channel is pretty much the documentary. It's a few clips that were in there, but, kind of cut up. So, yeah, that's it for me, y'all. Until the next Candace Owens reaction, y'all do me a favor. Please be safe, remain safe. Make sure y'all get ready to vote. And vote wisely. Your girl is out.